ballers pulled up, you can hear they hand me. And VIP bought a girl so friendly. Broke boys looking on, you can feel they envy. Business owners over here, you see that money round us. All the rappers and the singers wanna party round us. We gon' pop a few bottles, never nothing to us. If we leave this hill, we gon' need a tour bus. He Dilla got the hits, keep the party going. He even play your joint if you really is plugged in. Got the smoke in the hair, keep the liquor flowing. Big tipping over here, you know the ladies notice. In the door, you know I keep the real round me. Candy girl, the only thing that's really sweet about me. Grown folks over here, we always party in peace. The hottest thing around, we in the VIP.
The Godfather.
Welcome to the VIP. We rockin' and rollin' with Dirty and Candy at the VIP. We chillin', we bringin' the sauce and the flavor to the VIP. Nobody can do it like me and D. So welcome to the VIP.
Welcome back to the VIP Lounge Radio Show. Of course, I am Dirty Eagle, and that is
Hey guys, it's Candy Girl. How y'all feeling tonight? It's Thursday.
But y'all might not see this till Friday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever the
But it
hell.
is a Thursday.
We get it out there. Hey, listen, man. I always say we got a special guest, but let me tell you something. There was something very special about this guy. Before I ever even did this radio show, we even had this as an idea. You see rappers promoting their albums and stuff like that all the time, but it was just something about this album. And when I first heard it, man, it's the first time in a long time that I went and listened to an artist's entire album and didn't even know who they were. Ventilations. I was extremely impressed. So impressed. Mm-hmm. I DM'd them and I was like, hey, man, I hope this don't seem weird, me hopping in your DM. Because it's 2020. Yeah, 2021, you don't know what to expect. You feel me? But I was like, man, you mad talented. This is a hell of a project, bro. From beginning to end, I listened to everything.
Ventilation.
It just kind of captivated me from the beginning to the end, man. Man, we got the one and only Lyrik on the show today, man.
Man, how y'all doing today, man? It feels good, man. Being at the VIP Lounge, it feels good. This was a highly anticipated interview. It feels good to sit with y'all.
Now, I kind of understand where you got your name from, but there's some folks that probably have not. Maybe they sleep under the rock. They don't know who you are. But your name is Lyrik, man. Where did you get that from?
I mean, just my storytelling, just the vulnerability. That's why I named my album Ventilations. But more importantly, I grew up always telling myself I wanted to rap. I wanted to make music because I was watching artists. Well, really, I started watching artists like Chris Brown. Because he became my favorite artist at 9 years old. I was telling myself I wanted to be in music videos, expressing myself. I knew I couldn't sing at the time. I damn sure couldn't dance. You know what I'm saying? So, but I said, you know what? I'll study rap. And so growing up around my older brother, he next door to me in the next room, I was forced to listen to like Nas, Biggie, Tupac, Mary J. Blige, Do or Die, MC8, just so many different legendary people who are telling stories. They projects are legendary, iconic. So like that's who I was just listening to, and that it inspired me to tell my story, express myself, talk about the good and the bad in my life, and elevation. Mm-hmm. And like I didn't always have Lyrik because I used to call myself Taquan.
Okay.
In elementary school, but then like people my real name is Quan, and I just said I just call myself Taquan. But then people in elementary school, they'd be like, "Oh, Taekwondo." So after once I got to high school, I was like, "Yeah, this got to go. This got to go. Y'all gonna take me serious one way or another." Right. But then I started calling myself Foreign Boy Quan. My father's an East Indian, so I'm mixed. So I was just like, I'll run with that. But then I was like, that sounds like an Instagram tag. That ain't gonna work.
It does sound like an Instagram
So I sat
tag.
with myself for maybe half a year and just trying to find myself, just the title. I didn't want to go with my real name. Mm-hmm. You got Rich on me Quan. People still call me that, just like on some funny stuff. Yeah. And so I was just like, you know what? I was thinking about my music, the storytelling, the deep thoughts, and I was like, lyrics. And I was just like, you know what? I call myself Lyrik, but with a K instead of the C.
I like it.
And that's just, here I am. And that's what I'm running with.
Now about this album, Ventilations, it shows like you said, a vulnerability about you. Most artists, they don't do that. You know what I mean? I think that's what really separates you. What is the motivation behind making an album so personal like that?
I came up with the name first because I knew I wanted to give people a walk through my life, the different stages I had, the stages when I was young and I grew up around gang violence, just growing up in poverty, my mother not having it all, single mother, a bunch of kids, that type of lifestyle. Then I also was influenced by just me being a vulnerable person in regards to love. I'm that type of dude who's real open about that. So I wanted to use my music to, whether I'm rapping or singing, I wanted to be able to use my music to express to people the things that I have experienced and went through in my love life, that portion of my life. So I just kind of blended it all together.
You, if I'm not mistaken, you're from Inglewood, right?
Nah, I'm from Gage Park.
Gage Park. Okay.
I'm from Gage Park. So I'm definitely Southside.
Yeah, you Southside for real.
Yeah, I'm Southside for real. But like after I was 16, that's when we ended up moving.
Okay.
So I know you do hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is that okay? Hey. But you grew up around a lot of females. You had a lot of songs.
Yeah, like my sisters.
Okay. So is that what inspired you to get into R&B or?
I mean, yeah, because it's like not even just my sisters. My older brother was playing Mary J. Blige.
Lyrik, don't lie, man. You was like, I'm finna sing the panties off of him.
Dirty gonna get you in trouble.
Nah, you know what? When I was young, I was.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. When I was young, I was definitely inspired by T-Pain too, though.
Yeah,
I feel like he
T-Pain was
gave.
great.
I feel like he gave me when I knew I couldn't sing. He gave me faith that you know what, I
Right.
can try it even with my deep voice. I
gave
just knew that.
everybody that bartender.
Yeah, that.
You know, we like bar.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Right. You know.
Look, he gave me faith that even with my deep voice, I can try something.
Exactly.
However, it's gonna work out some way. But
That's good.
I just started with rap first because that's what I knew that I was good with. I used to write poetry, and that I just formed that. And by the time I was 13, I actually wrote my first rap song.
Wow.
And like, I felt accomplished.
Now, how long have you actually been doing music?
I've been recording since I was 14. Me and my twin brother started together.
Oh, you got a twin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So are we interviewing the right person? No, I'm just playing.
Absolutely.
The real lyric.
So
The real
definitely
lyric.
know
Oh,
the
you
difference.
fraternal, okay.
Yep, you'll
Okay.
definitely know the difference.
Is one light, one dark? You know.
Nah, we both like.
Okay, you both light. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. It's a light skin thing. Let me take a drink too. Intermission.
Y'all funny.
So
I love when the vibes. Yeah.
So you've been doing music for quite some time now. What's the most difficult thing that you've experienced, particularly in the Chicago market? We're a very tough market on our own artists. If you're artists from the outside, we tend to want to support you a lot quicker or a whole lot more. What's the most difficult thing that you've experienced being an artist, an R&B and a rapper in Chicago, in the Chicagoland market? I
got two things. One is the support from people outside of music, getting people to want to support you. I mention this in every interview, and I won't stop because it's a continuous thing that artists struggle with. I still struggle with. I've been doing music for years, and like I'm on another level than I was before. But you know, the support is always noticeable. So like when I always show people the love, you know, when they showing love, because I know that it's hard getting people to want to support you. You still got this culture of people that like to downplay music artists, especially rappers got it the worst. Mm-hmm. Rappers got it the worst. Oh, you a SoundCloud rapper. You a YouTube rapper.
That's SoundCloud.
But the whole time they be under little baby pictures and like
Checking
they
out,
know them. Like that
comment.
for me that's corny. That ain't cool. Like your homie, your brother, your sister doing music And they decent if you don't consider them great, but they decent, and you ain't even gonna give them a shot because they not like famous already. What type of person is you?
Like, you know what I personally do, man. I would if one of my homies do music, I have a playlist, bro, and I literally make a playlist of all their music. And even if I'm doing something else and I got it muted, I still stream that music all day long, and I give them streams.
Yep.
And the reason why I do it is because it's just support. You don't. A lot of times people think you got to pay money to support. It's the small little things, man. You put a song out there. Let me share your joint. You know what I'm saying? You got a song out there. Let me stream it. If you got a show coming, let me pop out here now. And I'm gonna spend $10, $20 on some things I ain't even gonna remember. Why not spend on something that help you remember that and build that memory for you?
Yeah.
If we had that mentality here in Chicago, I think we can go a lot further. But the issue is, we kind of don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the struggle. I think outside of the support from people outside of music, another thing would be the network, because it be your own fellow artists who 1 minute you worrying about the people outside of music not supporting you, but then when it comes to like fellow artists, you got people that act Hollywood before ever stepping in California. Like, I don't get it.
Man.
Like I'm a humble person, man. I network with people. I work with people. If you good, you got to grind. You working. You doing what you need to do. Hey, I support you. You know what I'm saying? Even if I find myself communicating with a person where I'll be like, I ain't feeling any music. Mm-hmm. If I see that you are doing big things to elevate your position, the interviews, the shows, and you showing out doing the performances, I gotta support you. I feel like I would be a hater to sit and watch you doing all that stuff, but just because it's something as minor as me not necessarily, there's a crowd for everybody, and I respect that. I might not be that, but my platform will provide that artist with the next group of at least 5 people that rock with them, and so on. So I would expect that the next people to do the same for me, and share their platform with me. Whether you do hair or whatever you do, share your platform with me. If you say you rock with me as a person, share your platform, because that can go a long way. But that's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? I try to, build relationships with other people that move like I do, because expecting a you out of somebody else that's already hard. Mm-hmm. That's already hard. So I try to connect with as many genuine people as possible.
I think that's a great point that you hit on. Like, if you go to other cities like Atlanta, all the artists support one another. You know what I mean? Every artist support one another, and that's why they blow up in the music so easily.
They embrace each other.
They want to see each other get on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think that's the thing that we are missing here in Chicago. And those are the 2 biggest things: the support system outside of the music, just our people that we close to, and then the artists in itself. I think if we can close those 2 things down, but Chicago couldn't nothing stop us, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you had an opportunity, Lyrik, to go outside of Chicago and perform? And if so, where do you find the most support at, or the most genuine love?
I mean, I've been to Dallas because I go to school in Dallas.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, I go to school at Paul Quinn. That's at HBCU. I'm in my 4th year right now.
Congrats.
I'm working on graduating soon. I performed a few shows out there, but it was nothing. I feel like none of the shows I did in Dallas, unfortunately, they weren't like as big as the stuff that I've did in the outskirts of Chicago, because I've never actually, to be honest, I never actually performed in Chicago, but everything was either in Joliet, Illinois,
surrounding it.
Yeah, okay. Indiana, a lot of Indiana performances. I think most
Indiana be wide open, boy.
Man, I think Indiana was my most greatest performances. Like, if you check out my YouTube channel, my social media, you see all the performances I've done. Most of my lit performances were in Indiana, whether it was just me alone or with one of my fellow artists is T Benji. So like,
shout out T Benji.
That's where it's really at. Yeah, much love to T Benji. That's my brother.
Oh, is it?
Not my real
that's
brother.
His brother.
Yeah, we built that connection. Right. We built that connection.
Now I know you sent us 2 different songs. The first one I believe is "Play Myself," right?
Yes, sir.
Introduce that for us, man. We want the world to know what's really going on.
We got "Play Myself," the first single to my new album "Ventilation's" out now. We're gonna be playing it right now.
Only on VIP.
Y'all get
yes, sir.
been going through some things. I can't open up in person, but through text, let me explain. I wanna tell you how I feel, but do I trust that you won't shame me? Cause I'm lost in my feelings and my thoughts. I might be all over the place, you get it. But let me take that back, I never been confused. Always a forward person, yet I hate to start a feud. You tryna argue with me, I'm just tryna keep it smooth. What is it I gotta do? I'm not tryna lie to you. Baby, it's that pride in you, it's keeping me from you. I know I'm not perfect, but damn girl, I love you. I value you so much that I put no one above you. You don't value me the same. Should've till then I'm a bitch, right with every other name. We are not the same. How you tryna clown me out, now you drown me out. I was there since day one, 3 years down and out. Who's gon' have the last laugh while you drown me out? Tired of being foolish for the same shit. I'm just tryna keep it real, but you don't lane switch. I've been stressing through depression, tryna save myself. I can't help it, I admit, I played myself. I'm tired of being foolish for the same shit. I'm just tryna keep it real, but you don't lane switch. I've been stressing through depression, tryna save myself. I can't help it, I admit, I played myself. I can't lie, yeah, I cried a lot. I'm a feeling type of guy you wouldn't understand. If you was never in my shoes, then you wouldn't understand. I try to keep things to myself, cause you wouldn't understand. Just listen, for that very damn reason I chose the other hand. How you mad at your boy, now that he won't open up? Tried to be an open book, but that shit went overlooked. Look, pay attention when I open up. Hey, say what? Shit never been easy. You gotta meet me halfway, you supposed to make it breezy. You were not alone, you were never alone. You tryna make it about you, you were never alone. We had our separate issues, I admitted to mine. You didn't admit to yours, but I'm the bad guy. Yeah, nice try. You a long shot away from being completely right. Then you wonder why niggas so tired of being foolish for the same shit. I'm just tryna keep it real, but you don't lane switch. I've been stressing through depression, tryna save myself. I can't help it, I admit, I played myself. I'm tired of being foolish for the same shit. I'm just tryna keep it real, but you don't lane switch. I've been stressing through depression, tryna save myself. I can't help it, I admit, I played myself. Tired of being foolish for the same shit. I'm just tryna keep it real, but you don't lane switch. I've been stressing through depression, tryna save myself. I can't help it, I admit, I played myself. I'm tired of being foolish for the same shit. I'm just tryna keep it real, but you don't lane switch. I've been stressing through depression, tryna save myself. I can't help it, I admit, I played myself.
So man, play myself. You was going through some things, bro.
Man, that's an understatement.
Man,
That's an understatement, man.
Like, when you write songs like that, man, that come from the soul.
definitely come. It
Touch
Absolutely.
the soul.
Yes,
man.
it did.
You know.
Yes, it did.
Listen to your album. My bad. I don't remember the exact song, but I remember you were talking about a song where you had an encounter with some Mexicans.
Really?
That was real. Can I?
Yeah, say your shit.
Oh, say less.
your shit.
Hey, I gotta make I gotta make sure this y'all platform.
Appreciate
I gotta
it.
be
Nah.
respectful.
No, you all
So,
good.
Appreciate you.
hey,
Do what
say
you do.
less. But yeah, my single, real shit though. That was a single. My last single to the album. In the third verse, I mentioned that about you ain't black unless you GD to some Latin kings. They tried to kill me, bash my head through the concrete.
That was
Now,
real.
now people
that was
do not
real.
understand. I'm gonna talk to the dirty Cam. Being
Oh my- oh,
in
yeah, he
Chicago,
talking over here. I'm
listen
sorry.
to me. Being in Chicago, I don't care what's going on. If a Mexican see you, it's GDK. You could
Exactly.
be a Vice Lord. You could be a Stone. You could be a
Anything.
Biddy. You could be a Breed. You could.
They want you
could
to know.
You could be a Black Latin King, and they still GDK.
That's because of your color?
Yeah.
Just cause you a black dude.
You a black dude.
Wow.
I remember, man. I had a different past before I became this well-rounded black man.
50-50.
Yeah. And I remember, man. People would come out the county, and the county is on 26 in California, in Chicago.
Man, what?
And as soon as you come out the county, it's bogus because your phone dead. You know what I'm saying? Because they won't
That's
let
real
your
sad.
phone dead. There ain't no pay phones. Or it used to be the pay phone on 26 in California at the Popeyes. And you had to make it over to make a call.
You old.
Or you just had to have.
Pay
No,
phone.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
that-
that's just how it is.
That ain't even my time.
You old. You talking about payphone?
And look,
Payphone? What's
them,
payphone?
listen to me. Them Latin Kings will beat your ass. Listen, the sheriffs will let you out knowing the Latin Kings will beat your ass.
Were they watching?
They didn't give a fuck.
Sheriff's.
It was entertainment to him.
Come on, see.
I swear to you, man. It was dead serious. They bogus as
That's
hell.
really sad.
And that, now what he said, I felt that lyric like a motherfucker when he said, "Man, you ain't black unless you GD or whatever." What he's, man, that shit is for real.
Man, I wanted every young black dude. Shit, even the females, they can relate because they probably got a boy.
What about the female?
Yeah, because they got a boyfriend, they got a brother who probably went through it. So you know, if you just grew up in that neighborhood, you know, like you can't be wearing them, rocking them fitted snapbacks, fitted caps.
Are you serious?
Back then, I can't say now. I haven't
I'm
lived
so
over
glad
there since
I grew
was
up in the
16.
country. VA.
Look, I grew up in a Mexican neighborhood on 25th and Costner. And on 25th and Costner is 2-6. And I remember when I went to a Southside High School and they found out I was in an organization that wasn't nowhere near theirs. And I had a belt on, and it was one of them belts that kind of dangled. Mm-hmm. And I'm not thinking nothing of it. My fucking belt is out the little buckle strap.
Right.
They walked up to me like, hey, bro, what's going on?
And they was like, "Essay."
Hey, no. They said, hey, bro. Because I grew up over there. I grew up since kindergarten and all the way in high school.
But you look Dominican, like.
I feel, they know I'm a nigga. So I grew up over in the little area and everything like that. So they see my belt. They said, hey, bro, what's going on?
Because it's leaning?
Because it's on the left side. They said, hey, wait, you should fix your belt. I said, fix my belt, man. Get the fuck away from me. But they gang bang hard. Like, if your belt dangle this way, if your hat go this way.
Okay, come on now.
The Chicago gang bang, especially Mexicans.
Were you serious?
I'm not
They
joking
take
with
that
you.
to like that's a
only-
fraternity.
That's part of their
The only
ancestry.
thing that was gang banging back in Virginia was the red and black ants.
That sound like some. I don't know what that is, man.
Oh, that's literally red and black ants, bro. They ain't got no goddamn gangs.
I'm just playing.
Oh
I'm
no.
just playing. No, they do have gangs out there, but
Yeah,
not in
with
my
you,
area.
man.
Not in my area.
Yeah, but man, like the lyrics you speak, bro, like that shit touched my soul when I heard that. That's how much I listened to
Deep.
your album.
Job was
So,
done then, man.
So Ventilations, that's an album partly about your relationships. Can you break it down?
Ventilations is just me being open about my life.
Okay.
So just like with real shit though, I wanted to give people a walk through my life about everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that people don't know about me, even the people that they think are close to me, is certain things in my life that happened and transpired that they might not know about me, with the love situation, me growing up in poverty, not having much, struggling for a while, and a lot of things with that transpiring, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of things going on in my life that I wanted to be open about, because I ain't necessarily ever talked to people that was really in my corner then. So this was the opportunity for me to just talk my shit.
Well, thank you for sharing it with the world.
Thank you.
You know, it's great.
Now, with you write music the way you do, what is your creative process like? Like when you get a song like Real Shit, you know, you find the instrumental, then you write, or I know you created the idea of the album first with Ventilations.
Yeah.
But how's the thought process? Like, how's your creative process when you're going and you're writing a song like that?
I mean, for real shit though, that was a unique process, different from everything else, because that wasn't intentional. I just randomly found the beat. I liked it, but I didn't really know the direction I was going for it. I just knew I liked it. And so I think I was like, I'm finna write to this, man. This is gonna be some deep stuff. I didn't know about what. It could have been about love. It could have been anything. But then once I got in the shower and just played that beat on repeat, and I'm freestyling the first verse, and I'm like, oh hell no, this finna be some. I done laid it all out in the first verse. I laid it all out in the shower, and after that, I got out, wrote that. You know what I'm saying? Start writing bits and pieces to the second and third verse. I knew I wasn't gonna have a chorus, but I knew I wanted to talk through it. I knew I wanted to talk through it. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm gonna have 3 verses, I'll say this here, I'll say this there. Let me add this to the first verse, because this is gonna be the first stage that I'm gonna be talking about in my life. So the first is just me talking about where I grew up at when I was 16. That was on Engage Park on Fairfield. That's right next to Cali, where I got jumped on. You know what I'm saying? And then the second verse is just me break it down, like more about just my family splitting up. You know, I grew up in a family that was big on like Christmas and Thanksgiving gatherings with my grandmother, my aunties, my nephews, my cousins. When after a certain age, a lot of that stuff stopped happening. And then like I grew up just kind of thinking like, dang, everybody just where everybody go. Times got hard and people stop the whole celebration thing, just the regular get together thing that we was used to yearly. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't seeing no more get-togethers. And that's just what I broke down in the second verse. Third verse was just like, okay, well, the first thing I'll just start talking about is just me getting jumped on. Because that was something people knew, but not everybody. Everybody ain't know.
And you know what? Being a rapper, that's what people don't want to admit. When you have that kind of thing that happened to you, you know, rap is like a macho kind of sport. You feel me? It's kill to be killed, eat or be eaten. Goddamn it! So when you get to a point where you can express like, man, shit, I got my ass with this one time. They got me. They jumped my ass.
I was 13, so I can't put that. I can't.
I mean, even at 13, niggas don't want to take L's at one. Like my daddy never whooped my ass. He knew what he got smoked. Goddamn it!
Nah, I feel you, man. I mean, when that happened to me, I was just like, man, I told them niggas I don't gangbang. Why they do that to me? And ever since then, I kind of held it over my head. Like, man, I wish I would have did more.
That just hurts my heart.
I wish I would have. At the time, I'm thinking I wish I would have did more. But it took me a few years to just realize, like, it was two of them. It wouldn't happen today. You know, it happened. So I learned from it. I know how to carry myself versus then and to now. So it's just like I just learned from it.
Am I okay to go? Okay, Dirty. 'Cause I know, Dirty be. Let me ask you a question. Real quick.
Got you.
Let me ask you a question. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
So, Lyrik. So, what advice would you give to like people that's upcoming in this game? What advice would you give to them? Like how you started. Like what would you give them today? Like something that you take out of it now that you could give to them.
I think the first thing would just be have a plan and just know what you want to do. Like if this is what you're gonna do, rap, sing, you can't. It's either one. If you either gonna be all in or not. Like ain't no one leg in and one leg out.
Right.
Like you can't be saying, "Oh, I like to rap." I write every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people I done heard say that? It's people that was real good who I told myself I would love to work with if they was more serious about what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even where I want to be, but there's different levels. I know somebody's wishing to be in my position. So I'll be looking at certain people who I believe are willing to elevate, but sometimes they be like just lowballing themselves when it comes to the position that they in. They got crazy talent. They just not serious about what they want to do. They don't even know what they want to do. They probably just walking through life just like, it is what it is. I'm just let things.
A lot of people, no shade to this era, but a lot of people, we have a daughter. She's 18. Excuse me, and she just likes to. Think like everything's quick. We were trying to tell like it's not microwave. This is not microwave. You gotta actually take time to sit up here. Okay, you gotta put the flour in. You said you gotta put all these ingredients in. You gotta stir it up real well. Sometimes you gotta put the dry and wet. You can't mix everything together at one time. Everything has to be a process. Yeah. And then you gotta bake it. And then you gotta make sure put that little toothpick in. That's the old school. Make sure everything's good.
Yeah, I think that's what it is for a lot of artists. Well, I ain't gonna say artists. People who rap or sing.
Yeah,
big difference between a rapper and an artist.
Yeah.
Like you could rap, but that don't make you an artist.
Yeah,
sure.
you gotta actually put in the work.
Yeah.
I learned that before I released my album. I had to realize if you gonna be an artist, you gotta just know certain things and carry yourself a certain way professionally. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many things that it's not difficult if you don't make it.
Right.
So you just gotta take things step at a time, but don't be hesitant about the moves you make.
Yeah. Now, me personally, and I know we gotta wrap up real quick because my time keep it back there. It's on me. But I do have one more question for you, man. You've done an amazing project, and y'all, man, check out Ventilations for real. I've done a lot of interviews. You ain't never heard me hype up any album from any artist like this. The dude has an amazing album. Make sure you check out Ventilations. So with you creating a project like that, I mean, it's a hell of a project, bro. Is that the first one?
My first project, my first album.
Wow, congrats to you.
I didn't even want to make an album. I said if I was gonna do a project, I was gonna do a mixtape. And the reason why it was because I knew I was gonna be rapping, but I was like, I don't know if I got enough fandom supporters, people that know me to do an album. But I sat and thought with the engineer who I was working with initially at the time, while I was in Dallas. I was thinking like, if I'm going to do a project, I might as well do an album if it's going to be my first one, because I was always not having enough content to promote. I was calling myself this rapper, but I ain't have nothing for people to really listen to but videos on Facebook of me rapping in my living room. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? This is going to be my opportunity to really give people the content that they need, because I got people that want to listen to me. They listen to my rap videos on Facebook. So those the real people. Those the people that's been supporting me since day one. Exactly. But it's just like they deserved more. Like, how many times you gonna keep seeing me rap in my living room and call myself a rapper and say I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but I ain't got no real songs out. I'm doing remixes and stuff like that. So I thought, you know what, my people, it's a small portion of people, but they deserve this. And eventually, if I drop the album in that way, I'll be able to grow my fan base, because people won't hesitate to check me out.
Absolutely.
My last question for you, because I know we got to get ready to wrap up. Who would you like to work with, collab with as an underground artist?
Man, it's so many people I've been it's some people I've been networking with and I'm chopping it up with. I've been working with some people because I'm working on a new album. I'm working on a new album because this been out. I'm marketing this, and I'm trying to get this the recognition it deserves, because everything about it I think is great as well. So thank you. But I'm working on a new album. I'm trying to get that out, and I've been networking with a lot of different artists. Like I'm working with artists who got me on their projects upcoming. So I mean, it's just all about really me working with artists is just depending on who you is. Like I don't like working with people that's Hollywood, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's just me, man, because that's gonna make me cut off all bets with you. Like I don't need that type of energy around me.
Absolutely.
I like positive people.
Now I do know you came in today, and you just got an opportunity to perform tomorrow.
Yes, sir, man. I really, man.
Shout out to the Fairy Plug,
mother. Okay.
So Mr. Lyrik here is going to be performing at Freak Mode mixtape release party, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a hell of a show.
The Loft Attic.
At the Loft Attic. Man, look, if you ain't never seen this young dude perform, trust me, he go crazy. He got great content, great stage performance. Look,
guess what, Dirty?
Well,
he about to do a live performance
right
now.
We finna have him do a live performance. Y'all ain't know that, but he's gonna be performing. What you about to perform?
Sunday.
Oh, it's up there. Okay. But before you get out there, man, why don't you let the people know how to get a hold of you, man? How can they follow you?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @thereal_lyric. Y'all can also add my Facebook at Lyrik Nation. Y'all tune in to my content on my social media. I'm always giving everybody updates on my performances, my new interviews, upcoming music, if any, upcoming music videos, which I'm actually working on currently. So it's going to be some videos dropping soon. So y'all just stay tuned.
Hey, look, it's the first time on the VIP Lounge, but it won't be your last, man. You're a hell of an artist. We definitely look forward to anything that you have coming out. You, man, get it to us. We're going to always support you and your brand. Hey, y'all stay tuned.
Thank you for coming out.
Hey, stay tuned, because we got Sunday performed by the one and only Lyrik. Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, baby.
They tried to run up on a nigga on a Sunday. They tried to test my gangster, I bet they lucky. Some people don't know how I meet them. If you don't know, I'll show you that I'm lethal. Hey, they tried to run up on a nigga on a Sunday. You don't intimidate the soul, this my runway. Some people don't know how I meet them. If you don't know, I'll show you that I'm lethal. What's up? I'm an east side philosopher. This my perimeter. How you make it hit, but now your niggas don't remember ya. I'm just trying to live, but now you fucking with my temperature. You trying to compete with me, but I can't even look at you. Competing with myself. Understand that you need help. All the hating you been doing, it must be bad for your health. I've been busy making power moves, took chances I've been dealt. Understand the weight I hold, cause I give all these niggas hell. I could kill them with bars, so I figure put me in jail. They do anything to stop you succeeding, try to prevail. Quicker than 1-2, I could run through you. Tell me what you wanna do, I know you really a loose screw. Well, I say shit, just give them hell, they on my side, they try to sell to me. You gon' have to deal with me, I ain't bound a damn thing, cause homie, that's a damn shame. Please don't ask about me, homie, you should know my damn name, the fuck? They tried to run up on a nigga on a Sunday. They tried to test my gangster, I bet they lucky. Some people don't know how I meet them. If you don't know, I'll show you that I'm lethal. Hey, they tried to run up on a nigga on a Sunday. You don't intimidate the soul, this my runway. Some people don't know how I meet them. If you don't know, I'll show you that I'm lethal. What's up? These niggas ain't really no friend to me, but I can't waste my energy. Leave it up to Nipsey, cause I'd rather have strong enemies. I ain't with the fake love, move around, it takes trust. You ain't in my circle, so I know you must be fake as fuck. Yes, I got a question, niggas. Niggas move grimy as hell. Bunch of snakes in the grass, I feel it, they slimy as hell. I got a problem being patient, so I can't wait for no time to tell. No time, just go to hell. They tried to run up on a nigga on a Sunday. They tried to test my gangster, I bet they lucky. Some people don't know how I meet them. If you don't know, I'll show you that I'm lethal. Hey, they tried to run up on a nigga on a Sunday. You don't intimidate the soul, this my runway. Some people don't know how I meet them. If you don't know, I'll show you that I'm lethal. What's up?
I appreciate y'all. Thank you on the platform. Much love. You got the fans, man. Everybody in the building right now. Everybody on live. I love y'all. Real talk.
They try to run up on me on a Sunday.
That's cold as hell, man.
I appreciate y'all. Real talk. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Sometimes you have to take your horrible experiences and use it for inspiration. Use it for inspiration to work towards gaining your greater experiences. Life is all about appreciation. You know that? Appreciate where you came from, real shit though. I'm just trying to tell my story from the realest view. Descriptions that y'all never heard to me is nothing new. I've been holding back the pain for a long time. Too busy trying to keep it strong, cause my thoughts mad. I got a chip on my chest and it never left. I gotta get it out the mud, appreciate what's left. I've been through pain when it rained it's muddy. When I see my people starve, yeah, that shit was ugly. It's nothing like it when your mama asking you for money. Now it's your obligation to turn nothing to something. I got this weight on my shoulders, but I ain't letting up. Instead of trying to hit the mall, I gotta make some calls. I gotta keep my head up, back against the wall. But once I make it to the top, I'm trying to take it all. They don't know what it feels like to walk my pair of shoes. Them days of hunger, pain and stuff, no options left to choose. I've been busting, sweating tears, it's exhausting, yeah. I'm just trying to move my family to them palm trees, yeah. I gotta grind by any means, there's no option, yeah. You know just about what I'm talking, yeah. We had our memories back with our house in Gage Park, Southside Chicago. Good and bad, you won't believe it if I told you. What's up? I remember all them years up on Fairfield. Yeah, we grew up in the slums, just know the struggle real. No pot to piss in, you gotta shit, you get it how you live. You ain't tryna live like that, so something gotta give. About them times with no heat, you gotta boil that water. Now you taking all them turns just to keep that order. We had to go through a disaster, it was all disorder. When there was no route for help, it all just felt like torture. Once upon a time, family was close, we fell below. Everybody went their separate ways, ain't let us know. Disappearing on this, that just how the family was. It trained me differently, now it's hard for me showing love. Limited resources, gotta eat from all the food pantries. You gotta eat what's on that plate or that your ass, boy. You don't know when your next meal make it last, boy. Hard times come around with long cash, boy. You know, as I got a little older, it was me, my brother, and my nephew. Young teenager, one more time, though. 2010 to 2015. There was the days, but them gangs around us started fucking with us though. And you know we all had friends growing up, just different lifestyles. Let's get it. It really fucked me up getting jumped at 13. You ain't black unless you GD to a Latin king. They tried to kill me, bash my head through the concrete. They left me bloody, unconscious and shaking at the scene. Why you coming at me like that for? I don't gang bang. Bow! Then they hit me with that game changer. Them life changers, them brain thinkers. Ever since that crazy day I had animosity. Bunch of devil thoughts can't help it, please just get them off of me. I still learn though, I don't sweat them no. I'm much older now, ain't guilty by affiliation. Do the right thing, if you carry, invest conciliation. Get concealed carry, cause this is a dangerous city. You better say the sorry, cause I can't die for pity. Get concealed carry, cause this is a dangerous city. You better say the sorry, cause I can't die for pity. You wanna know about my life, my struggles, my pain, and the knowledge I've gained? Well, here it is.
So friendly, broke boys looking on, you can feel they envy. Business owners over here, you see that money round us. All the rappers and the singers wanna party round us. We gon' pop a few bottles, never nothing to us. If we leave this hill, we gon' need a tour bus. He Dilla got the hits, keep the party going. He even play your joint if you really is plugged in. Got the smoke in the hair, keep the liquor flowing. Big tipping over here, you know the ladies know this. In the door, you know I keep the real round me. Candy girl, the only thing that's really sweet about me. Grown folks over here, we always party in peace. The hottest thing around, we in the VIP.